Got a story here from twistedvoxel.com. Saints Row Reboot cost over $100 million to develop. Led to big loss for publisher. I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. It's not a very long article, but the Embracer Group, the publisher, according to their third quarter earnings report for the year 2022, the profitability in PC console during a period of October through December was impacted by amortization of game development costs for the titles released with a loss in Q1 and Q2, including the Saints Row Reboot. They got a chart and everything. You can check it out if you want. But the report reveals that the game cost more than $100 million to make. That's absolutely insane. It makes you wonder, where in the hell did that money go? Because the game itself, it just, I mean, to be honest, it's like they would have been much better off just remastering or even remaking, if they really wanted, the first or the second Saints Row games. Maybe even the third. My personal favorite of the Saints Row games probably was Saints Row 2. I mean, I like Saints Row 3 though. I ain't gonna lie about that. I like that. I liked the first one, of course. It was, but the second one I thought was a good deal better. The third one I thought was good in some ways, but you could tell that the tone was starting to shift from like serious with some wackiness to wackiness with some seriousness. And it's like, and then of course 4 just went off the rails. I still had a lot of fun with 4, but it wasn't the same. It's like it wasn't a Saints Row game anymore because of the superpowers and everything. Why would you want to jack a car when you could super speed across and do all kinds of crazy jumps and leaps and stuff? Same with like why do you want to use the guns when you could use your superpowers to just kill everything? But anyway, it is just crazy to me that the Saints Row reboot cost $100 million to remake. Like I said, the article's not very long, and it just talks some about some business speak and everything. But $100 million, I'm kind of blown away by that, to be honest. That's a lot of money to make a game. And one of the biggest mistakes they made with the game, in my opinion, I mean, other people may disagree, but is like they tried to appeal to the sanitized, the people who wanted a sanitized Saints Row, as well as the people who wanted the traditional Saints Row. They tried to appeal to both, and it's like you kind of half-assed it then, because it's like it's not traditional Saints Row, which is what the hardcore fans wanted, but then it's too offensive or whatever for the people who wanted a sanitized version. It was just, I could point out there was bugs or this or that or whatever, but I mean every game's got that. It's just, again, I mean, sorry to keep harping on it, but it's like $100 million. It's like, God, man, that's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. I've already gone 3 minutes with this video, but it's just, I don't know. The future doesn't look good for the franchise. I don't know what's gonna happen. I could see them remastering or maybe not a full-on remake, more of a remaster, I guess, of some of the original Saints Row games. Maybe even handled by a third party. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But in terms of them making another Saints Row game, they're not making a sequel to this game. There's just no way that they can justify it. Maybe in another 5, 6, 10 years or whatever, they'll try another reboot. I don't know. It's hard to say. It sucks because Saints Row is always one of my favorite franchises because they had the co-op for like the story and everything. That was cool. That was one of the first kind of co-op games that me and my friend would play together because we loved the Saints Row games. But anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching and have a good one.